Test, test. All right, everything looks to be good. Everything looks to be good. we go. The game is all loaded up and ready to go. Thank you for everyone who is returning, and I hope you forgive me for my little leave of absence there. I had a very busy weekend, had a lot of graduations to go to, and then after that, I don't know what had happened, but my sleep schedule just got so out of whack that after work I was just falling over. Like, I was even falling over at work, and I just couldn't muster the energy to hop on and talk to you, lovely people, and keep you entertained. Gaming from Beefy Boy Baby Jr. Thank you. We are in fact gaming here. It's all we really do around here. But I let that excuse get to me Monday and Tuesday. I was like, man, I'm getting terrible sleep. I'm falling asleep at work, and I just feel so wiped out. It takes a lot of energy. I'm not a super talkative person out in the real world. I kind of save up all of my talking time for you guys here. Thank you so much for the follow, Beefy Baby Boy Jr. I hope you stay a while and listen. And so I was like, man, I feel like I'm gonna be giving some real subpar, subpar readings for you, subpar acting for you, if you can call what I do even that. But by the third day, I got a little bit better sleep. I wasn't feeling that great, but I was like, you know what? I can't just, you can't stop the whole world just to wait until you're perfect. You just gotta get out there and do it. And that's what we're gonna do tonight. We're continuing through even just a few nights. I plan on just hitting 2 nights tonight, two in-game nights. That way, we don't lose our momentum, we keep it going, and then I'm probably gonna hit it right up strong on Friday at our semi-usual time. I guess I've been able to get on around 7:30 p.m. PST here, so that seems to be the usual. So I'm aiming to come back strong Friday, Sunday, and hit you with some longer streams. But with all of that out of the way, let us get back to it. More dramatic readings from a fantasy Seattle coffee shop. The Evening Whispers. Friday, October 2nd, 2020. The Evening Whispers is with the people for stricter gun laws. New, healthier Fury sedative might be available sooner. An action video game raising hell blamed for violence in school. If you can blame anything on video games and school correlation, it would be lack of sleep, because that's my life. Welcome, I said to the empty coffee shop, but we'll get to that after our daily short story. Happily ever after. Sorry, like I said, a little tired. My eyes are less functiony than usual. Let's start that again. Happily ever after, ever after, ever after. Part 1 by Freya Fatima. Do I want to grow old with you? No, I don't want to do that. But I do want to be with you, here in this moment, stuck in an eternal limbo, and in an infinite loop of this exact hour. Forever? Hell yeah, I do. That's probably the last time Romeo That's probably the last time Romeo remembers having any real meaningful conversations with Juliet. But let's not get too far ahead of ourselves, dear readers. Just like any other story, this one has a beginning, and it begins with an introduction. Romeo is a young man of 20. He comes from a quite conservative, but not yet out of touch family. In other words, they're just like almost every other family in the world. He hates the name his parents gave him, and he hates it even more knowing that his life so far is fulfilling all the cliches of his fictional namesakes. Falling in love with a girl named Juliet is really just the icing on the cake. Juliet is a young woman of 20. She also comes from a quite conservative, but not yet out of touch family. In other words, they're also just like almost every other family in the world. She loves the name her parents gave her, although she hates the fact that her life so far is fulfilling half the cliches of her fictional namesakes. Falling in love with a boy named Romeo is unfortunate, but she has no plans to die stupidly over it. Both of them study at the same university, and they're definitely not the type of people who'd naturally choose to be friends. Fate, however, in the form of a hip young lecturer with an over-enthusiasm for assigning group projects and an unfortunate sense of humor, is what brings them together. A simple group assignment is what introduces our young Romeo and Juliet to each other. Oh my god, this is a massive short story. I don't think it counts as a short story anymore. Alright, strap in, buckos. Even after their first fated meeting, and the many, many more meetings required to finish the assignment, there's no sign that Romeo means anything more to Juliet than a friendly acquaintance she's spent a lot of time in the library with. Nor, honestly, does she mean that What? Nor honestly does she mean that. Oh, goodness. Nor honestly does she mean that much more to him. In fact, after she made an ill-judged joke about the literal elephant in the room, she probably means significantly less. But as time goes on, and as the group assignments keep coming without the lecturer ever assigning new partners, Romeo and Juliet became closer. They both began to see things in the other that they hadn't noticed before. Though for Romeo, that fact is rather frightening. How could I fall in love for someone like her, and named Juliet no less? I can't accept it. My mind's just playing tricks on me. Again and again, around and around, his thoughts chase themselves whenever he sees her. The day is Monday, and Romeo has a class he needs to attend. However, something is different. Normally, a relatively anxious fellow he finds going to class requires a lot of willpower. Today, however, he finds himself hurrying to get there. He knows why, of course, but he refuses to admit it to himself quite yet. The first thing Romeo does when he opens the door is to look at a specific table, the table where Juliet always sits. To his unacknowledged disappointment, the table is empty. Fuck, mutters Romeo under his breath. He doesn't curse because Juliet is not there, of course. Rather, he curses because noticing this was the first thing he did upon entering the room. After sitting in his usual place, Romeo reopens his book and begins reading. Every time someone opens the door, Romeo immediately turns to look and quietly whispers a curse. Again, he is not cursing because he is disappointed. It is not Juliet who enters. He is cursing because he has turned to look. A few minutes before the class begins, Juliet finally arrives, announcing herself and her friend with a braying laugh as she does so. That sound used to be one of the most annoying sounds in the world, at least as far as Romeo was concerned. But today, it brings a small smile to his face. Fuck, curses Romeo again, after he realizes he just smiled at the sound. Is Romeo in love? He probably is, but he doesn't want to admit that. Falling in love with Juliet is dangerous, extremely dangerous. They come from completely different backgrounds. They have different skin colors. They worship different gods. He has no problem with interracial relationships, of course. He doesn't. But he never expected it to happen to him. This simply will not do. I need to talk to you. Romeo looks up. Juliet is standing over his table. Her jaw is set, but her eyes are worried, and he completely forgets about all of his problems. What's up? He asks. Can you keep it a secret? It's really important. Sure, I guess I can. Good enough, because I really need someone to talk to. So Juliet sits down and begins telling her story to Romeo. She talks about the problems she's been facing over the past few months, how they affect her study, and how he's not the first person she's talked to about this, on, and Romeo listens to every word. Eventually, Juliet stops talking and sits quietly. Romeo thinks that she looks somehow lighter than she did before she began talking. He doesn't know how to react to what she's told him. He tries giving her some advice, really stupid advice. He thinks as soon as he's said it, but he believes it's probably much better than just listening and nodding and watching her walk away. He doesn't think he wants her to walk away from him. He thinks about this. Your voice is so soothing. Thank you. Reading these short stories are probably my favorite part, because the short stories are over the top, and I enjoy using my over the top, like, dramatic movie guy voice. One thing is for sure, Juliet trusts Romeo as a friend. They've shared a secret now. Even though Juliet has shared the same secret with others before him, this still makes Romeo happy. So damn happy. How pathetic am I? Being happy because someone I like came and told me she's not? Romeo thinks and then shakes his head like a dog shaking up water. After sharing everything she had wanted to share, Juliet starts talking about lighter topics. Soon they are joking freely. The dark mood of earlier almost completely dissipated. Just before Juliet leaves, Romeo asks her something. Why did you tell me all of that? Well, I don't really know. I think I can trust you, and you're one of those rare few people who can talk to people directly without sugarcoating everything. It's refreshing. She shrugs. I guess that's why. What Juliet said is true, but Romeo finds it amusing that even though he normally speaks directly to everyone he knows, he can't do it with Juliet. He is not himself when she's around, or so he believes. After that conversation, Romeo falls even more helplessly in love with Juliet. It's stupid. He thinks as someone who rarely falls so hard for anyone, but Juliet is driving him crazy. And the fact that she makes him feel the closest thing to love he's felt in years. Yet a big wall of cultural norms stands between them, hurts him even more. That is, of course, if Juliet is even into him anyway. I have to listen to Ryan instead of you. I'm sorry. If Ryan agrees to it, he can just write down all of his script that he plans for his sessions, and I'll just dramatically read them all to the group. As weeks go by, Juliet and Romeo become closer. They start telling each other stories more often, but all of the stories are limited to their courses, their friends, and anything at all besides their feelings for each other. She's not into me. She's just an extrovert. She's friendly with everyone. Romeo keeps thinking, and it's when he's thinking about that suddenly Juliet comes and sits at his table. So, you said you wanted to tell me something? It's true. He has already sent a message to Juliet, telling her he wanted to talk about something. Oh wow, diving straight in. It's nothing at all that important, actually, says Romeo. Come on, it's not like you to be so indirect about things. What's wrong with you, boy? Oh. Romeo actually called Juliet to talk about her attitude recently. She's been weird, at least in Romeo's eyes, and it feels like she's getting farther away, removing herself from many student activities she'd usually partake in. Juliet answers all of his questions, all his thoughts and concerns about how she seems to be removing herself from all other side activities she manages to shrug off or easily explain. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm obsessing over every single thing she does, thinks Romeo, while a pit opens up in his gut at the thought. Is that all? Anything else you want to say? She questions him. Fair is fair, after all. Do you know that I used to like you? The words came out of Romeo's mouth, out of the blue. He's horrified as he recognized that it's a lie. He still likes her now. He doesn't even know why he decided to confess his feelings right at this random moment. Never why he confessed them with a half lie. It wasn't plain at all. But when he heard Juliet say, anything else? Well, it's definitely one thing Romeo has been planning to say to Juliet for the last few thousand eons, or as normal humans measure time, since around 8 months ago. Juliet shows a flash of surprise and then says, no, I had no idea at all. Why? Why what? Why do you like me? Or did you like me? I mean, there must be a reason. Oh, of course there is. Romeo opens his mouth to tell her and pauses. He blinks slowly and closes his mouth again. Or not. I don't know. I think there is, but I'm not sure. I'm sorry. I'm just talking gibberish. Juliet does not respond to that. Romeo doesn't even dare to look at her directly, but he can see out of the corner of his eye that she looks dumbfounded. He takes a breath and opens his mouth again, hoping for a lightning strike, divine inspiration, or instant death. He isn't picky. Okay. I see you as a really strong person, okay? You have a really big girly side, but you're also a really strong, independent person. Okay, I get the girly part, but what makes you think I'm strong? Well, just look at how you work with all of your assignments and organizations. I definitely could never deal with everything as well as you do. Ever. Oh, come on. Everybody has something they're good at. You can do things I can't. That's pretty normal, you know. I know, but still, I'm not sure. That's probably what attracts me to you the most. When he says that, Romeo tries looking at Juliet, just for a moment. He saw a twitch of a smile on her lips, but dared not even hope. He ascribes it to his imagination instead. So what's next then? Asked Juliet. To be honest, I don't know. I said this because I can't keep hiding it forever. I needed to say it to you even though I know it's impossible for me to ask you out, considering all the differences between us. Juliet pauses. Oh, of course. You don't need to say anything though. I just needed to get it out of my system. That's all I wanted to say. Well, okay then. I have something else to do. You don't have anything more to say, right? Yes, no. That's all. Juliet nods and says goodbye, then quickly walks away. After Juliet leaves, Romeo lets out a heavy sigh. Good work there. That's one hell of a lot of old baggage I just let go. and a whole hell of a lot of new baggage I just replaced it with. Here's an interesting fact about our Romeo. During the whole conversation, he hadn't been able to keep himself from shaking. It's an old habit that he just can't let go of. To his relief, they'd been sitting during the whole conversation, so he could hide his tremor. Still, even though he feels intense relief after telling Juliet about his feelings, his hands are still trembling. He has to wait a couple more minutes before he can walk away himself. So now, after Romeo's long-awaited but ultimately useless confession, what's next for our Juliet and her Romeo? Funnily enough, neither she nor Romeo ever mention it again. At least, not to each other. Romeo did eventually tell some of his friends about his feelings for Juliet, but what about Juliet? Romeo didn't know anything about how she was coping with this revelation. He expected that she probably told some of her friends, and as he had told his, but that doesn't even matter, he tells himself. We're not meant for each other anyway. Watching from the outside, nothing seems to change between them. They still talk about their classes, about their friends, about shows they watched and books they've read. But they never ever mention again the time when Romeo revealed his feelings for Juliet. At first, Romeo had thought that confessing his feelings would mean letting go of the big boulder inside his heart. As it turned out, it only transformed the boulder into a restless rock monster asking for more. Eventually, he realizes letting Juliet know about his feelings isn't enough. He needs to have her. He wants to hold her tight. He wants to stare into her eyes and tell her he loves her to Pluto and back. He wants her to hear. I want to read correctly. He wants to stare into her eyes and tell her he loves her to Pluto and back. He wants to hear her say, I love you too. He wants to kiss her. He wants to run away with her to a place where no one cares about their differences and just sees them as a cute couple in love. He wants to do all good things in life together with her, and more than anything on this earth, he simply wants her. The feeling is killing him. How could she be acting normally after that revelation? Does it mean his feelings meant nothing to her at all? The peak of his emotions comes one day when our hero is falling asleep. Suddenly his body is drenched in sweat, his heart beats too fast, and his thoughts only run to one thing, Juliet. He wants, nothing so prosaic. He needs Juliet. He doesn't care about anything else, about the traditions, about their families, about anything. There's only one thing that he needs to do tomorrow, and that is to confess his feelings again to Juliet. This time, however, he is going to ask her out. If she feels the same way, he will ask her to just give it a try and fight the world together. He resolves that he is going to take the leap of faith, and it will be the first thing he does next time they meet. Next time, teenage college dating sim, Romeo and Juliet, Part 2, Reduxed. Alright, just give me 2 seconds to recover from that. Well then, that was an incredibly long short story. So the fact that it specifically says part 1 and ends on a to be continued, I really hope that this actually continues, because every other short story, for any of our new viewers, every other short story has been a singular story and not tied to anything else in in this series. Kind of like, was it Love, Death, and Robots? So if this doesn't get a part 2, just like Love, Death, and Robots, I will stop watching it. Because it really started off on an immense high note of robot brain monster boxing, and then they were like, alright, that's done, that was it. Everything else is different episodically, and I'm like, no! I just wanted robot kaiju fights. But we can't dally any longer. We return back to the coffee shop in mythical Seattle, where it is yet another rainy day. Oh, that was a wiener. Oh, dude, that guy straight up had his willy out. All right, anywhoozin. Ah, fucking Bailey's. Good evening, Mr. Bailey's. Evening. Am I the first customer tonight? You are. That's new. God, he's such a fucking snobby face. You look around like a snob. Freya's not here. Hey, your game is kind of zoomed in. That's really weird. How? It looks, I have no idea how that just happened. Got something. Hold up. Hold up, Bailey's. All the edges are cut off. How did that just happen? Is it because I said a weenie? Is Twitch just gonna slowly shrink my game until I can't see anything left every time I curse? Okay, so it's not gonna be in here. Technical difficulties. Let's intermission. I'll set you up with some music. Let me see if I can't get this fixed. It's probably not games, it's probably your capture, but why did it... It's so weird, it didn't look like it was cut off the whole time. Or was it cut off? Could you guys see the edges in this entire time? Oh, wait. Did I... Oh, sorry, I have double music. Oh, okay. I think I see what you mean. I see. Let's get you top corner. There we go. Oops, didn't mean to close that. Bada bing. Why not do it here? Hold up. We gotta back up. There we go. All right. Sorry. Oh, I forgot to mention. I did a complete over the weekend. I did a complete upgrade of like half my internals on my computer, including new graphics cards, and I have new monitors, so it's probably part of the reason everything's bigger than it used to be. That's what she said, and I really don't know how to handle it all at the moment. That's what she said. So please be patient and kind. It's kind of a duo. Just keeping my it's a duo thing, keeping the momentum moving, and this was a first stream with the new rig, trying to work out the kinks. I appreciate all of your time and effort with me. Twitch grows closer. Elf. Yes, so Yeah, so this is an elf. Beefy boy, this is your first time. It's a fantasy setting, so the grand majority of all my patrons at my coffee shop here are, I was gonna say extraterrestrials, but we only have one of those. But we got like werewolves, vampires, elves, people, incubi, succubi, all that good stuff. Bailey here is a snobby-looking elf, and everything he talks about has something to do with alcohol in it. All right, so where we were. Am I the first customer tonight? You are. That's new. Freya's not here. She said she's coming later tonight. Got something to do with meeting some fellow writer friends. Why not do it here? And that's why I give him the real snobby sounding voice, because I just don't like his face. Don't like this face. It's a bad face. It's a bad touch. It's her favorite place, right? Her friends have visited this place from time to time, just not as much as her. Writers gathering, huh? I wonder what writers talk about when they're hanging out. I've known them for some years now. She has this habit, you know? If she said they're friends, it means they're just hanging out normally. But if she said they were writer friends, they're probably talking about work. Either giving each other feedbacks on their latest drafts, or sharing and validating ideas. Interesting. They'll even use code words for meeting up. Oh, it's not like that. She doesn't even realize what she says. I just picked up on it. That's even more interesting. Are you always so observant? It's part of the job. Why's that? People come here every day. Some of them aren't as talkative as others, but their body language can be loud and clear. Let me know if the music seems a little loud. It seems a little loud to me. I'm gonna tune it down just a smidge. Background music. There we go. That feels better. That might have just been a long song, or a loud song. It can tell you a lot of things, whether they need a friendly ear or just want to be alone. It applies to what they're ordering as well, because, you know, sometimes what people want is not what they need. That's deeper than I would have thought. So, what are you reading for me now? I won't say. Why? See, that face right there, God, it's so arrogant. That would break the charm. The hell was that? I guess I can say this much. Whatever I say or do to our customers, it's always related to what I'm getting from their body language. Including our interaction now. Man, now I see why you didn't want to share. Even that was enough to make me feel like I'm naked in front of you. By the way, I haven't ordered anything. What are you having tonight? Hot chocolate with ginger and cinnamon. I heard that's a good drink for a bitter heart. Damn. Are you sure you're not the writer, Bailey's? Choco, Gingy, and Cinny? Or should it be a garnish of ginger? I really wish I could add milk. I kind of want to fuck up his drink because I don't really care about him. And anytime I add milk, I can do latte art. And latte art, I will... Oh, I'm sorry, I just punched the mic. I do take recommendations and inspirations from chat. So we're going to give him something sweet, because you're a sourpuss. We gotta balance that out. So we're gonna do that. Brew it up. I don't want to listen to you. Oh, right, because what they want isn't always what they need, and what they need is latte art with probably dicks on it. Speaking of which, Beefy Boy Baby Jr., as our newest as our newest follower and chatter, you feel free to throw down something in the comments you would like a third grader to attempt drawing with milk. And I use the word third grader heavily. Like, don't think I'm selling myself short here. A Stegosaurus. I will do just that. Actually, I might go back and try and clip that, because I could definitely use that. Hold on, let me try and make that smile again, because it's literally my channel profile. I don't think I took a picture of it last time. Man, it was perfect last time. I might just go back into the VOD afterwards and screenshot it from there, because I am definitely failing at life. Yeah, I don't like it. I really like the first one and I deleted it too fast. So on to the Stegosaurus. I'm gonna try and get a full body. If I can't, I might just do a portrait shot, like a side portrait for you. So we're working on right now. Looks like Souls of the Damned. Okay. Definitely gonna retry that. Okay, so there's his like a big old body. Here's his two little feetsies. Oh, it's starting to look like some real Stego hours right here. Let me give him his little hump. I remember from all my green plastic dinosaur toys that they had a hump on them. There we go. Yeah. Is this an acceptable Stego to you, my guy? If you really feel that I could do a better job, feel free to say so. I'll give it one more college try. Alright, well, silence is the best answer for a stego, so I will give that to him. Here it is. Okay, I can taste the chocolate, but that's it. Where's the other ingredients? Oh, let me brew you another one. Forget it. Say, Don, tell me about yourself. What do you want to know? Anything. How old are you? Old enough to open a coffee shop. Oh man, I guess I should say sorry for asking that. It's alright, but that's the only answer I can give. Now you're making me wonder. What should I ask next? Oh God, Freya, you look how I felt all day at work. Hello, everyone. Why are you both looking at me like that? Freya, you look horrible. No, I don't. Yeah, you do. No, I don't. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to echo our dear barista. Yeah, you do. What happened? You better ask what didn't happen, because the answer would be proper sleep and decent progress on my draft. You need to rest and miss my deadline? Hell no. Sorry, Baileys. I won't be able to keep you company because I have to finish this thing. And for that, I need a whole hell of a lot of espresso. Are you sure about that? You really should just rest. Go get something to help you sleep. Espresso, please. Espresso, let's hit her. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Best, more espresso, less stress depresso. There's the Weenie Man again. God, they're so gross. I don't know how I missed it this entire time. This is shocking. Here you go. Oh, hold up. While you're doing that, we have a new entry in Tomodachi. Oh, Bailey's. 10th of August, freelance designer, #1 pumpkin spice fan. God, you are just a little white girl, aren't you? Freelance designer, museum and art gallery frequenter, art school graduate, will draw and design for food and shelter. Favorite things, punk. Been listening to pumpkin spice since I was a wee lad. Oh, that's not Pumplin Spice. Nice. I guess that's a band and not just the thing in his coffee. His pretentious coffee. Oh, I guess that's their take on Smashing Pumpkins, but I don't know. Would Smashing Pumpkins be considered punk? What I'm doing with my life, escaping bloodlines, experiencing life one color at a time. One day I will have my own solo exhibition. Man, I just don't care about anything involving you, Baileys. Sorry, bud. I don't want to do this. You really need to have a rest, Freya. Just give me the damned espresso. Okay. Watch looks like cake. Like Minecraft cake. This'll keep me from falling asleep. How was the meeting? It was pretty good. I got a lot of good advice, but that also means things. And not a small number of them, mind you. need to be rewritten. Oh. Oh. It's not that bad. Rewriting is part of the process. It's just that... I'm going to my usual corner. Thanks to your coffee. I might make it through the night. She looks horrible. Yeah, she does. But I wouldn't worry about her. She'll finish it. This isn't the first time she's acted like this. No. But this time the stakes are pretty high. So, what brings you here today? I'm not even sure myself. I had no plan tonight, and this place just came to mind, out of the blue. I'll have to think you're subconscious then. I guess you should. The tension. His girl, maybe ex-girl, nobody's being real specific on them, just entered. And they haven't seen each other in a minute. Not sure whether I should think it or not, though. Hi, Lua. Hi, Baileys. How? You first. No, you first. I was just gonna ask how you are doing. I'm fine, thank you. How about you? I'm good, yeah. I think I need to order something first. Oh, of course, of course. Go ahead. Hi, Don. What are you having this evening, Miss Lua? Gingerbread coffee, please. I have gingers? Oh, but do I have bread? So coffee. What is gingerbread coffee? Is that cinnamon? Cinnamon ginger? Yeah, I'm gonna assume... Let's do cinnamon with a hint of ginger. Because I can only work in literals, so... I never knew so many people put... Like, I never knew there's so many things you could do with ginger in coffee. Until playing this game. Never would have thought of it. Like, man, I'm really craving some ginger in my coffee today. Here it is. Thank you. You almost got it right. Sorry. It's not really a gingerbread coffee when the ginger's just an afterthought. Oh, see, I was worried that the ginger would be too overpowering, but I guess if you're literally just going for gingerbread, then that's the case. So I just got it in the wrong order. Noted. I've been getting... How many even are there? Okay, so I have a decent amount, but I've been missing a lot of different coffees. This one looks extra fancy. It has like 3 spoons in it. How's work? Yeah, it's going pretty okay. You? I'm not taking any new jobs on at the moment. Because, well, you know. Yeah, I get it. You have enough in your savings, right? That's a very Lua thing to ask. But yeah, I do. Thanks to that last annoying job. It went well in the end? It kinda did. They paid me on time at least. And the pay was amazing. How long are you planning to take a break for? I don't know. Until my problems are settled, I guess. And what problems are those? I'll tell you this. But don't tell anyone, okay? Not even Dawn, who's standing in front of us? Not even Dawn. Okay. So there's this girl. I love her. We've been going out for a few years, but I'm not really sure where we stand now. How can you not be sure? We had an argument about a week ago. It wasn't anything new, but somehow things escalated uncontrollably. Was I assume both of us were just tired, knowing that we're fighting against centuries of tradition. We haven't really talked since our last fight. Leaving things unresolved is not a good idea. But I can't bring myself to start the conversation. Why? Even I'm not sure about that. Pride, maybe? Or tiredness? Or knowing that chances are we won't be able to find the best solution for everyone anyway. Bailey's. I have a question. Go ahead. What do you think she's feeling right now? To be honest, I don't know. She's not like me, that's for sure. Thankfully. Why? At least it won't affect her professional life that much. I'm glad I'm a freelancer. It means I can just take a break from work without so many problems. I'm not as professional as her, you see. I think you're wrong. Really? If I were her, I would find it difficult to live life as usual. But I'd put on a lot of masks, just to hide the feelings I was going through. That sounds difficult and uncomfortable. It is. But a friend told me once, you gotta do what you gotta do. He must be a pretty cool guy. He is. What's next for us, Baileys? I don't know, Lua. I met some new people this week, including that supermodel. You knew? That girl in the corner told me. Yeah, including the supermodel. And how does that make you feel? Like a fool. What? He said a lot of things that I've been trying to avoid thinking about. A lot of truths. He's a bit like you, you know, attitude-wise. You'd get along with him. Doubt it. Opposites attract, but similarity breeds contempt. Ever heard that before? A lot. From a certain hipster elf. And after listening to that guy, what's your stance on, you know, us? I'm not sure, Baileys. What about you, yourself? Had any similar experiences this week? I have, in fact. You met a vampire, and I met a werewolf. And that werewolf is Keanu Reeves, and he's amazing. What are the odds? What are the odds, indeed? What did your werewolf say? Oh, Beefy Boy's new in chat, so he hasn't seen this picture. I will show it off every chance I get. Look at this picture. This werewolf is just straight up sad Keanu sitting on a bench eating a sandwich. It cracks me up every time. Not much, to be honest. But he makes a good point about the importance of family. Baileys. You know, I've been stubborn about you wanting to make peace with my family, and I know why that's important for you. But Freya said something that kinda hit me hard. What was that? I was just using you as an excuse to escape my family. But when I when I actually want to do that anyway, for myself. You know me, Baileys. I do. And you know how I feel uncomfortable with people leaving their families. Which makes me an asshole, I guess. I get why you think that way, Lua. Blood is thicker than water. What should we do? Lua. Yes, Baileys?
Please let me leave my family. I hate them so very much. I'll try to get your family to accept me. That sounds like the easier thing to do after all. But you'll lose your immortality. You'll be an outcast amongst other elves. An outcast from a bunch of overly pretentious people? Sounds great. You'll live a long time, but you won't have the perfect health and perfect life. That's the elf's privilege. That's the elven privilege. But it's not a perfect life without you. Oh, so cliche. Can I get audience all? What if our relationship doesn't last? You'll have lost everything. You'll blame me. Lua, I would never blame you for anything. If we're talking about who I used to be, that guy would never have blamed himself. 100 reasons for why something failed, but never anything to do with him. But that won't happen with us. You know why? Because I've learned so many things by being with you for 10 years that made me a better person. So you don't need to worry about any of that. Because right now, you're the most important part of my life. I don't need an immortal life. Because without you, it won't be a life worth living. God damn, this is the biggest cliches. Bailey, I believe in you. While I do agree with your statement, Beefy Boy, just take solace in the fact that this is probably the end of their little arc. Because I think I have I have 3 out of 3 unlocked with both of them. So where Lua? Yeah, I have 3 out of 3 with both of them, and they're doing their big makeup right now, so this is probably their last little stint. At least in the major limelight. Oh, what? Oh, kiss me. Kiss me, big boy. Love of my life. Achievement unlocked. Oh. Lua. Bailey. I feel like we're living in a soap opera. It seems so. So what's our plan? Tomorrow's Saturday. Are we going on a date? I'm going to my parents' place. Oh. Fuck. And I want you to come with me. What? That's so sudden. Did you already have plans for tomorrow? Well, no. It's just, I'm not prepared to meet them. You'll be fine. You don't want to tell them about this first? It'll be alright. Well, they never forbade you from dating other races. They're not big fans of elves, that much is true. But you can prove them wrong. Okay, this could be a good first step. It is. It's set then. I don't know what'll happen tomorrow, but we can think about it and anything else later. I'm with you with that. So, does that mean you don't mind me? I had my doubts, but now I'm sure. I can trust you. Lua, thank you. Are you still staying at Pharaon's house? Yeah. You're staying with me tonight. Huh? What about your roommate? She's away for the weekend. Taking a long weekend getaway until Sunday night. Wait, is her roommate Aqua? Was this pre-established? I can't remember. Fate's on our side, it seems. No. No, Rachel's the cat girl. Who's constantly changing her fucking thing. I guess she is. We went through a lot with her, but she's still only one. Okay. Hey, Don. Yes? We're leaving. This, this isn't an airport. You don't need to announce your departure. Thank you so much for keeping up with us this past week. The pleasure was mine. We're off then. See you. Thank you for coming. And I will see you latte-ater. Latte-ater? Latte later? Lucky? Well, that was pretty intense. Oh, you're back in the real world. I just pretended not to notice. They're like one of the main reasons why I'm writing this story. So I have to see their struggle through till the end. It's important for the writing, you know? That's cold. What? It's not like that. It's just that... Yeah, that was cold. I'm sorry. You look better than before, though. For now. I can't tell you how I feel until it's done. And I dawn... Why is she so shocked? Who could it be? Someone big. Oh my god, it's a full werewolf. This is my first bar fight. Is this Keanu Reeves? I hope he doesn't kill me for getting his coffee wrong today. Grarg. Grarg. Whoa. Freya, get over here. This wolf? Is that him? I think so. Welcome, sir. Are you crazy? You can't treat a werewolf in fury like a normal customer. Trust me. He might have his reasons for coming here. Grarg. You can relax, sir. Do you need anything? Something to calm you down, maybe. Yeah, because my expert situational reading skills are really coming in handy now. His body language says he wants to fucking eat me. Alright. I can't make his ginger... What does he normally drink? He normally drinks that tea stuff, the ginger... So it's... I can't even remember. It's been a minute. And he's usually so much less aggressive. It's really putting me on edge right now. Not expecting that. What was it? Tea... Ginger tea with cinnamon? I think I keep doing all of this. Is that a homeless man? No, it's our Keanu. Masalada chai. Here's your... Well, I accidentally made a real drink for once. Spiced tea from Southern Asia. Oh, he's turning back slowly. Or not. What the hell? Is that really him? After seeing the reaction to the drink, 100%. Well, whoever he is. This place survived. Thankfully, yes. But I think I need to close up shop early. Don't want to cause any more ruckus. And I need to clean up some of this mess anyway. Good idea. Can you get back alright by yourself? I'll manage. Take care on your way back. You be careful too. See you tomorrow. See ya. I don't think I made the drink right. Black magic, sweet cool, and magically wakes you up. It looked like coffee with mint and a little bit of cinnamon. Next time I don't feel like doing someone's order, I'll try and remember that. It's a new day. It's a Saturday. The Evening Whispers, Saturday, October 3rd, 2020. Weirdstein Company criticized for unfair depictions of werewolves in their latest box office hit. Coachella 2020, do's and don'ts. Atlantic ambassador in talks with Fire regarding immigration. But it's a new day. New story. Yes! Part 2, baby! Alright. Let us continue with Happily Ever After, Part 2. It doesn't happen the next time Romeo and Juliet meet. When Romeo sees her, he knows something isn't right. After that, each time he sees her, he feels uncomfortable, almost afraid. Our hero isn't scared of much, but he can't explain how she makes him feel, as though she's surrounded by a fierce and powerful aura that keeps him from approaching. It takes a few days for whatever it is to fade. When that sense of danger finally eases up, Romeo finds he has the courage to approach her. Cunningly, he waits until the end of a night class when both of them are ready to go to home. Hey Jules, are you heading back? Let me drive you home. No, it's fine. I'll just call an Uber. I have something I need to tell you though. Her expression quickly changes to one Romeo's never seen before, an uncomfortable-looking mixture between happy, sad, and angry. He finds he doesn't know what to call it. Schmappingry. She's feeling schmappingry. She peers at him. What is it about? It's about, the thing I told you from a few months ago. The slightest smile when he saw when he first confessed his feelings return to her face. Okay, let's go for a drive. I know a good place to talk. Juliet directs Romeo sporadically, and then they chat normally to fill in the intervening time until they reach what she reveals to be their destination, a large, dark, empty park. Huh, I didn't know there was a park around here. You know nothing, Romeo. Hey, what? You said you don't read or watch Game of Thrones. She side-eyes him. It's all over the internet, my dude. Good point. Well made. Our heroes climb over the locked gate and meander slowly along the paths until they find a bench, and an unspoken decision has them both sit down at the exact same time. By this point, it's close to midnight. The drive had been long, and he'd driven slower than usual to stretch out their time together. The sky is bright with stars, and while the full moon hangs heavily on the horizon. Is this another werewolf? If she turns into a werewolf and eats him, I think that would be fucking hilarious. A warm and gentle breeze brings with it the scent of wet earth and green growing things, and far distant clouds tease them with the idea of rain before morning. It is, Romeo feels, perfect, as though God had created especially for them and this moment. So, says Juliet, lowering her gaze from the milky splash of stars above them to meet his eyes. What do you want to talk about? And Romeo thinks, what the hell? And jumps right in. I told you I liked you. Do you remember? Yes, it was a lie. Her eyes narrow. What do you mean? Oh, careful, dear Romeo. You shouldn't play with a woman's heart. I still like you. I never stopped liking you. And every day I like you more, and I don't think I can go another day without telling you how I feel. Oh, I know. His jaw snaps shut. He blinks rapidly. This is not what he thought she would say. What? Is it that obvious? No! But it was kinda easy to guess. Ah, okay. So, there's that. And
You know, when I first told you how I felt, I thought it would help me clear up my head. I wanted it to, but since then it's haunted me. What? Why did I want that? I think of you and I want to see you. I see you and I want to talk to you. He continues, laying bare all the things he had been thinking all these past few weeks, culminating in an impressive plea, impassioned plea. Let me start over. Let me get a sip. Sorry. Still not on my best tonight. He continues, laying bare all the things he'd been thinking these past few weeks, culminating in an impassioned plea. I know it probably won't end well, but I want to be with you. I want us to try. Juliet takes his hand and squeezes it, feels the tremble in his fingers, and says nothing about it. Romeo, I like you, she begins, and his heart near bursts. I like you a lot, and not only as a friend, but you know that with our background and our families, it's impossible for us to be together. I know that, Juliet. I know. But I really like spending time with you. Whenever I talk to you, I feel so happy and so scared. Why would you feel scared? Because I don't want to say anything that will make you think less of me. I want to look perfect in front of you, even though whenever we're together, it feels like I can only show all of my imperfections. Hey, nobody's perfect. They sit quietly for a moment, still holding hands. Romeo stares at their intertwined fingers, while Juliet watches the breeze ripple through the trees. It still feels weird, our heroine muses, almost to herself. You told me that you liked me, and I thought it could never work. And then you said the same, and I was disappointed, somehow. And here you are, telling me to forget about the rules, and I'm the only one saying they're important. Oh, tell me about it. I don't even know where this is all coming from. You don't like what I you don't like what I like and I don't like what you like. And please don't get me started on the fact that your favorite book is the single worst thing I've ever read. Huh? Do you mean The Secret? Yes, oh God, please let's not talk about it, okay? Now, okay? She tilts her head back and laughs, and Romeo remembers that he used to hate that sound a long time ago. Okay, let's not talk about it. But if you know that a relationship won't go well, why do you keep telling me how you feel? Why don't you just try to forget me? I've tried, he sighs, squeezing her hand gently. But every conversation with you is enough to make me remember that you mean so much to me. You don't listen to explosions in the sky. Wait, that's a real song. Oh wait, they did just say they they did just say what's it called? Game of Thrones, not like Blame of Thrones or anything. So I don't know what's fair game for just straight ripping it off or not. You don't listen to explosions in the sky, but you're what I think of whenever I do. You don't play video games as much as me, but you on my team is what I want the most whenever I play a multiplayer game. We pray to different gods, but your face is the only one appears when I pray for good fortune. Juliet doesn't say anything. She just looks into his eyes while listening to everything he's been keeping in his head and his heart for a long time. Before this, I always thought that when I fell in love with someone, it would be a person that I wanted to grow old with. Do I want to grow old with you? No, I don't want to do that. But do I want to be with you here in this moment, stuck in an eternal limbo in an infinite loop of this exact hour forever? Hell yeah, I do. Neither Romeo nor Juliet spoke for some time after that. They just kept staring at each other. They don't know what it is, but they surely feel something strange, something magical, and it's happening between them now. A delicate thing which twists in the air around them, young and oh so fragile. Do you love me? Juliet asks quietly. I'm not sure, Romeo answers. But if it's not love, then I don't know what it is. But if it's not love, then I don't know what is. But if it is love, why don't you want to grow old with me? Because it's just love. You're such a weirdo. I don't even know why I ever fell in love with you, says Juliet. Right at that moment, Romeo feels joy in his heart. A tsunami of happiness sweeping through his body, destroying all the baggage that has been messing with his head and heart for so many months. But then reality hits, and as suddenly as the joy, everything is happening in a single instant. It's just one moment. Romeo feels the greatest happiness and the greatest sadness he's ever felt in his life. Hey, I might not be worth you sacrificing everything, especially family. But if love is really that special, then maybe it will give us another chance to be together, even though maybe it can only happen in another life when we are both cats, says Romeo. What? Is that? Did you just quote Vanilla Sky at me? I can't believe you just did that. That's hilarious. And you said that. You know I hate that movie. You. You? You? It's a great movie. How the hell did I manage to fall in love with you again? Both of them start to laugh together, continuing until all the laughter drains into simple smiles. Sorry, full of hiccups right now. A simple, beautiful curve on their lips that shows a deeper meaning, only for the two of them. I love you, says Romeo. I love you too, I guess, answers Juliet. They sit closer now while holding hands. Juliet puts her head on Romeo's shoulder. Is it worth it, she asks. For now, right at this moment, it's totally worth it. But whether that feeling will last as times go by, as more people find out about it, I don't know. Juliet sighs quietly. Life sucks sometimes. Life sucks most of the time, baby. That's why I want to make this moment last forever. If that's even possible. It's possible if we believe it. Is that what that weird book taught you? Laughed Romeo. Shut up, Juliet answers and pinches his hand. They stay silent again for a while. Hey, kiss me. The word comes from Juliet. Romeo doesn't really know how to react to that. Why? He asks. I've heard people say that a kiss is a magical thing. It can stop time or take you to the future in an instant. I've heard that story. I always thought that was silly, though. The situation we're stuck in is pretty silly too, you know. Good point, he allows. Well made. So. They stare at each other. As they lean in, they close their eyes. When their lips touch for the first time, it's the strangest sensation either of them has ever felt. Everything feels so magical. It feels as if time has stopped, only for them. As if they're in an infinite loop of that exact moment. To be continued. Wow. A double cliffhanger. I can't, I don't even know where it could go from here, other than double homicide. It's really their fate. All right. Now, let's press on through the night and see if we get an explanation to last night's hairy situation. Welcome. Good evening, Freya. Oh, hi. When was the last time you slept? I still sleep like a normal person, you know. I slept for 6 hours. Last night? No,
I've slept for 6 hours this week. That's not healthy. Get some rest, really. I can rest when it's done. That's stupid. Oh, shut up. So, what's your plan now? Now, as in right now at this moment? I'm planning to go to the bathroom and wash my face. I need to make sure I don't look like a dead woman walking. And after that, I'll continue writing. Freya. Oh well. You know where the bathroom is. Okay, I need something to drink now. Freya, you're unemployed. Don't waste your money on coffee shop drinks. So I do charge! That is so weird. Coming from the coffee shop owner. I know. You've been a regular for years. If you only need the vibes of this place, just write here. No, I can't do that. You don't have any customers tonight. What would I do if this place went bankrupt? It won't happen. How can you be so sure? Just take this tap water and go do your work, okay? Damn it, I wanted to do the coffee mint cinnamon thing. But see, there's a customer coming right now. So don't worry about me. What the? Oh, it's Rachel. Rachel? What's going on? What? She looks pretty normal. Ha! What else? Your father? Of course. What the hell was he thinking? Coming backstage at Coachella just to get in an argument with my manager. Huh? Before we continue, Don, a cafe latte, please. One coffee, 2 milkies. And latte art. What shall we draw today? French. Draw France. It's kind of like their flag if I had more colors to work with. Or I could draw like I could draw a croissant. By that actually came out a lot better than I was expecting on a first try. Enjoy your croissant latte. Your cafe latte is ready. Thanks. How did he manage to get backstage? He told security he was my father, and he messaged me about coming beforehand. Said he was just gonna wish me luck. So I told them to let him in, of course. He's still my father. Things were nice at first. Then my manager came, and I don't know why he hates him so much. It's showbiz, baby. I'm mature enough to know what's good or bad for me. What happened after that? Mr. Lester told the security guards to kick him out. He's still allowed in the festival area. I saw him in the crowd. Did the concert go well at least? Oh yeah. Other than the argument backstage, everything was great. I was the first one to play on the main stage. Usually no one pays much attention to whoever's on first. But there were thousands of people in the audience during my session. Nice. So you don't need to be at the event anymore after this? Not really. I did my stage time. And then there was this press conference after my show. After show press conference? Yeah, the pre-show was done yesterday. Today was a small one. There were almost a dozen journalists who wanted to interview me. So we decided to just do a mini conference. Good for you. You're totally back in the game, huh? I guess I am. Thanks to Mr. Lester. I would say it's because of you, but your manager's probably worked some of his influence too. Ha! So why are you here? Uh, because of Dad, of course. I told him to come here this evening. We really need to set things straight. He needs to stop messing with my manager so much. And because this evening is the only time we can meet, I can't go to the party Mr. Lester is hosting. What party? He's hosting a party for the VIPs and artists he manages at a club in Belltown. Is it okay for you to go to the party without a guardian? I'm 18, remember? I'm an adult. Yeah, but you can only enter some clubs if you're 21. Not this time. Because Mr. Lester's my manager, and it's his party. Huh. I'm not sure about that. It's true. No, I know you can do that by... No. Sorry. No, I know you can do that by using his name, but I don't think he should do that with you. Why? I'm an adult... No, you're not, Rachel. Have you ever been to one of Lester's parties? Well, no. You have? Not personally. I've heard stories. What stories? He knows how to party. That's good then. That's not necessarily a good thing. Knowing how to party might mean something else entirely. I don't know what you're talking about. You'll find out, especially if you keep Lester on as your manager. Personally, I don't mind wild parties, but inviting an underage person to his party, that might be a step too far. Well, oh, huh? An actual cat with a black eye. It's Henry. You can see his little mustache. Look at his cat stash. What the hell? Oh no. Dad? What? Rachel, is that Mr. Hendry? Yes. Dad, what happened? Dawn, can you get a cup of milk for him, please? Just milk? Just milk. Meow. Meow. Because he's got big old jaws. Give him some milk. That boy needs some milk. Here you are. You just dumped it on the fucking table. Dad, please hold on. Can somebody call an ambulance, please? Okay. Let me call them. Thank you. Where are they? On the way. Hang on, Pops. Jeez. Hope he's alright. This is taking forever. There they are. Finally. We're going. Whew, boy. That was really something, huh? Yeah. 2 days in a row. An emergency at your place. Well, at least some people think of your place as their go-to when they need help. Yeah, I think that Oh, hell, I've been stabbed. I should go to my favorite bar though. I need a quick drink before the hospital trip. What did we get? Was it we got Henry and a Rachel. Family music. Trying to be a better father while running a record store. Rachel. Who do I have not? Oh, Neil. Right. Hi there, I'm Rachel Florencia. You might have seen me on your screen singing, dancing, or modeling. Working on a new album especially for you right now. Oh my gosh, it's like she's really talking just to me. I should probably become psychotically overattached to her, because that's the rational thing a fan would do. what's going on. Probably fucking Hendry went to go uh went to go confront the manager, Mr. Lester, Lester the molester, and either Lester fucked him up or you got some fucking goons to rough him up. That's what I'm voting on. You're right. It's not every day you look at things from the bright side. Ha! Well, I'm one of your coffee shop disciples, right? So I kinda understand them. I hope Hendry's alright. Me too. At least he's in good hands now. What's your plan for the rest of the night? Well, that was pretty hectic. But I need to continue writing. Take your time and place, son. Will do. Milky Way, sweet and cool, like outer space. Is that just milk, cinnamon, and mint? Alright. That was a lot shorter second day than expected, but it's probably for the best. Um, I'm already feeling a bit of the strain. Sorry, feeling a bit of the strain on my voice as I'm getting back into the swing of things. But hopefully, we'll build some vocular muscles. That's a real thing. I made it up just now. And with your help and these Twitch streams, I'll get better and I'll improve and I'll build up these muscles and give you all a much better performance time and time again as we continue on playing these kinds of games. Something I wanted to talk about is my main channel on YouTube, Quixote's Clips, spelt with a K for both of those, is I'm moving my VODs over there. So as a nobody, I only get 2 weeks of saved VOD time before Twitch auto deletes them. So I'm moving the whole VOD over there of this game's playthrough onto my YouTube channel, which I'm gonna put a link to or find a way to link to. But if you wanted to catch up, get the whole story of what's going on, and listen to any wacky antics that I get up to with Twitch chat and in the story itself, you are more than welcome to stop on by anytime, and I hope you enjoy your stay while you're there. But this has been another little piece. Police raid on private Coachella after parties, biggest drug and sex related bust of the year. Oh my God, look at that ass! This is a man running around in a hospital gown. Everything's about Coachella. Oh, tomorrow's gonna be all about the tomorrow's gonna be all about the cat girl Rachel. I'm assuming that, or the next day she might be gone, be like, I need a time for myself, woo, and come back. But in the meantime, just a sneak peek for next time. We do get part 3. So I hope everybody comes back. I'm planning on streaming Friday 7:30ish. That's my plan. Doing a Friday and then hopefully a Sunday stream. Start time 7:30 p.m. PST. So things to look forward to. Ass pictures in the newspaper,
Romeo and Juliet Part 3, the final Boogaloo, hopefully, and more wacky adventures with werewolves. I'm really hoping to see our good boy Keanu here soon, Mr. Gala Reeves. So, but with that, I'm going to be bidding you guys adieu. Thank you again, Beefy Baby Boy Jr., for following today. Thank you for everybody that stopped by and participated in chat. I hope you're all having a wonderful time, and I hope you all have a wonderful evening. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.